Chalo guys, very good morning. How are you doing? Start. Chalo. Day before yesterday we were discussing about cost sheet, if you remember, right? No problem. I got a feedback like it's kind of you are unable to understand that diagram. Let us again do that. Let us revise that again and do that. Okay. If you remember cost sheet, let us revise once and then understand again. We will revise it. Okay. Chalo. Let's first we started with our discussion with what? Direct material consumed. Do you remember? Okay. How do we arrive at direct material consumed? It's opening stock of raw material, add purchases of raw material, then add all direct expenses relating to purchase of raw material. What items will come under that? Freight, insurance during freight, or like carrying goods from supplier till stores department. Clear? Okay. After that, less if there are any purchases, purchase returns, we will deduct that, and then less closing stock of raw material. Then what we'll get? Direct material consumed. Up to that point, are you all clear? Then what? Direct labor cost. Next, direct expenses cost. Okay. Okay. If there are any outstanding labor during the year, that also have to be added. We will not be looking out whether there are any outstanding or paid. We'll be only looking at how much is the cost of labor during the particular year. Clear? Okay. Then after that, after adding all these three things, direct material consumed, direct labor cost and direct expenses will give me what? Prime cost. Are you clear up to this point? Okay. And then what? Add factory overheads. All the expenses indirectly related to factory, like insurance, freight, insurance, factory rent, all this comes under what? Factory overheads. Are you all there with me? Okay, I'll show you all the items. If you want, you can note it down. Okay, and then after adding factory overheads, what is that? We will arrive at gross factory cost, and then add opening stock of WIP less closing stock of WIP, then we will arrive at net factory cost. Then add up what? Quality control cost relating to production, then administration overheads relating to production. We gave you examples, right? If you remember, we collected so many examples regarding that. After that, third item is what? R&D relating to what? Manufacturing. You should be very specific and clear. Then what? Any minus scraps, any realizable value from scrap, byproduct, all this will be deducted. And then we'll add up what? Primary packing. You know what is primary packing? Very good. Then what will come? Cost of production. Are you all clear? Then what? Opening stock of FG less. Opening stock of FG is finished goods less closing stock of finished goods. Whatever we arrive is called as what? Cost of goods sold. And then add administration overheads in bracket general, and then selling and distribution overheads. Then what we will get? The cost of sales, nothing but operating cost. Whatever we get is nothing but operating cost. Where our costing ends, there are financial accounts. Financial account starts. Okay. Where our costing ends, there what will start? Financial items will start. Like we also called as operating cost as EBIT. What is that? EBIT, earnings before interest and tax. Earnings before interest and tax. So what all items up to cost of sales, sometimes we can also call cost of sales as total cost. Okay. So nothing, cost of sales is nothing but cost expired during the year. What is cost of sales? Cost expired during the year. Sales minus expired cost will give me profit. Sales minus, okay, sales minus expired cost will give me what? Profit. This is nothing but we can call it as EBIT. We can call it as EBIT. So expired cost is nothing but, can I call as cost of sales? Say yes or no. So cost of sales is nothing but consideration, it's called manufacturing cost plus admin cost plus what? S&D cost. So all these three together is called as operating cost. Are you all with me? So wherever our costing ends, from there what will begin? Your financials begins. Very soon you will get to that what is EBIT. Once financial management begins, there you will understand what is EBIT. Okay. See, till cost of production. Oh, think 1 second. Okay. Let's begin our discussion. Okay. Chalo. We started our discussion. Try to understand. We'll put the diagram again so that it will be easy for you to understand. There will be 3 places in the factory. There will be how many places? 3 places in the factory. What are 3 places? You should be very familiar with these 3 places. One is stores department. Stores department. Okay. Next is factory. Factory is the place where we manufacture the output. Clear? Next is what? Warehouse. Okay. Here we will store what? Raw material. Here we will manufacture goods. It means we will put input, process, then output. What is that concept? Input. Tell me. Input, process, output. This is what happens where? In factory. Are you all following with me? So stores department is nothing but where we store what? Raw material. Are you all there with me? Please focus. And the other place is factory. It is where actual manufacturing happens. Okay. And then output, where it goes ultimately? Warehouse. Warehouse is a place where we store what? Finished goods. These are the 3 places. Are you all there with me? Okay, please follow. Okay. So now coming to, let us take all these 3 places into consideration. This is, let it be a factory. This is, let it be a warehouse. And this is, say suppose, let us put stores department here so that it will be easy for you to understand. Here? Okay. So let us assume we have a bit of raw material already with us. We have what? This is nothing but opening stock of raw material. This is stores. Stores are nothing but material, boss. Clear? Stores are nothing but material. Okay. This is what department? Stores department, where we store what? Raw material. Clear? Okay. And what is this? Factory. This is nothing but factory. What is this? Warehouse. Are you all there with me now? Okay. This is opening stock of raw material. Let us also assume we have certain amount of unfinished goods. We have certain amount of what? Unfinished goods. Nothing but opening stock of WIP. Opening stock of what? WIP is nothing but work in progress. What is work in progress, bachcho? Goods which already introduced, means a bit of raw material, labor and overheads are there, but it is unfinished, not completely finished, is called WIP. Are you all there with me? Chalo. And let us assume we have finished goods as well. We have what? Finished goods. This is what? Opening stock of bolo finished goods. Are you all there with me? Clear? Just try to understand. Let us assume we have a supplier where we purchase raw material. It is a stores department. We have a supplier very far from stores department. Assuming that he is a supplier. Okay. I'm not good at diagrams. Please bear with me. Okay. And a truck is coming from here. Let us put truck in a different color. Green color truck. Okay. And we are carrying raw materials from where to where? Supplier. Let's name him as supplier. Okay. We are carrying raw materials from where? Supplier. This is road. Okay. We are carrying raw materials from supplier to whom? Stores. Clear? So we might have been paying some amount to supplier, correct? So what we call it as? Tell me. We call it as purchase price. Say yes or no. So purchase is clear. And don't you think like this cost which is carrying, it means conveyance cost or traveling cost or transportation cost from supplier to stores department should also be added or not? What is that called as? Freight. Bolo bachcho. Okay. So freight is also be added. Don't you think like any insurance during transit should also be added? Why? Because that is a direct expenses relating to purchases of raw material. Yes or no? So I will be adding that also. So insurance should be also added. Insurance relating to what? Raw material. Insurance relating to purchase of raw material. That's why he said all the expenses which are relating to purchase of raw material should be considered. Chalo. Insurance relating to purchase of raw material should also be added. Are you all with me now? So chalo, let us take this all stock here. Okay. So this is purchases. Bolo bhai, this is what? Purchases. We are not considering any abnormal things. We are only just putting this one. These are what? Purchases. Clear? So we have opening stock with us. We have purchases with us. This is a stock totally available with us. This is a total stock available with us. Will you all agree with me? Okay. Then what happens? Certain amount of factory requires to manufacture, to continue manufacturing. What? Factory requires raw material, yes or no? So what is the concept? I said input, process, output. So for input is nothing but input comes from where? Stores department, yes or no? So what happens is, I will ask some raw material from what? Factory. Sorry, factory asks some raw material from where? Stores department. So it means it is who is consuming raw material? Factory or units produced in the factory? Factory or units produced in the factory. Okay, chalo. So what happens is raw material consumed. Clear? Okay, so this is raw material consumed. How do we arrive at raw material consumed? Bolo bachcho. Opening stock plus purchases minus what? Closing stock. So this is nothing but closing stock of what? Raw material. Now tell me, where we started our journey, we already have raw material. See, they ordered certain amount of raw material, clear or not? So tell me now. First is what? Opening stock or raw material is already have. Clear? Then we added some purchases during the year. And to that we have added what? Freight. And then insurance relating to purchase of raw material. minus what? Closing stock of raw material. So what is coming is nothing but, tell me, raw material consumed. Are you all clear up to this point? Okay, very good. Now, if you do not understand, please ask me. I can repeat you n number of times until that goes into your mind. I keep on repeating. Please, okay? Chalo. Then what happens? To convert raw material into finished goods, do we require some labor? Yes or no? Chalo. Let us assume we also have a labor with us. Let us assume we have a group of labor. Skilled labor or semi-skilled labor, unskilled labor. So many kind of labors are there. So these are labors. Who are they? Bolo bhai, kaun hai ye? These are called labor. Clear? So a bit of labor is also been given to convert raw material into finished goods. Clear? This is called as what? Direct labor cost. This is called as what? Direct labor cost. Clear? So I'll be adding here. If there are any other expenses, that also be added, called as what? Direct expenses. All these three together is called as what? Prime cost. All these three together is called as prime cost. Any doubt up to this point? Close your eyes and just recollect. Do not just look at the board. Try to visualize things what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. First we started with supplier and then we added, okay, raw purchases. Okay, we had opening stock with us of raw material. Then we had purchases. We had freight. We had insurance. Then okay, minus closing stock, direct material consumed, then direct labor, then direct expenses. All together is called prime cost. Now don't get irritated, yeah. Why I'm trying so many times, why I'm repeating so many times, so that it should go into your mind and it should state. Okay, chalo. Let's start like this. This is a factory, right? This is what? Factory. Don't you think factory have some kind of rent? Factory has rent. Tell me all the expenses relating to factory. Rent, electricity, bolo bhai aur kya hai? Water, theek hai, water bhi hai. We need a cleaner, right? Yes or no? We need maintenance. We need maintenance. We need watchman. Tell me, or don't you think like we also need insurance? Say yes or no. Don't you think like this premises has to be insured? Yes or no? Okay. So there are so many n number of examples are there. Okay, I just gave you few examples, but there are n number of examples. So don't you think like there are machineries in the factory and it has to be depreciated? So don't you think like depreciation should also come? Depreciation of what? Machinery, plant and machinery, depreciation of building or relating to the factory. All this comes under what? Relating to factory, right? Are they directly related to manufacturing of the product? One product or so many products? Now tell me, see, this factory is manufacturing different type of products. I am manufacturing pen, I am manufacturing duster, I am manufacturing so many things. Okay, not only one product. Say suppose if factory is manufacturing only one product, in that case all the indirect expenses, all what? All the expenses relating to the factory will go into one product. Now what happened, since I am manufacturing multiple type of products, different type of products, clear? In that case I cannot take all the expenses and put into such products, clear? I am manufacturing 1 lakh pens, I am manufacturing 1 lakh remotes, I am manufacturing 1 lakh dusters. It means different variety of products I am manufacturing. In that case entire expenses I cannot apportion or give to only pens or even to dusters or even what? Remotes. So what I'll do is I'll apply some concepts, I'll apply some process or a technique. On the day I was discussing about something called as costing. Remember what is costing? It's a process or a technique to ascertain cost. It's a process or a technique to ascertain cost. Are you getting my point out? Say suppose if I'm manufacturing this pen, how to ascertain cost of this pen is nothing but costing. It means how much of raw material is incurred for this product, how much of labor is I am incurring for this product. It's very simple. To know raw material, I just call raw material supply and ask how much is this. See, I require 10 grams of raw material or say 100 grams of raw material. Then plastic. Then I call him and ask him how much would be charging for 100 grams of plastic. He'll say, sir, this is a cost. Simply direct material is easy to find out. Don't you agree with me? Okay. Then direct labor. It's very simple. I'll call labor. Here labor is sitting and ask you how much of time it will take and how much you will charge. He'll say, sir, this 2 hours is required and 1 hour 2 rupees per hour. Simply say, to manufacture one pen, I require 4 rupees. Clear? Direct material and direct labor is very easy to trace to a product. But what is difficult? You tell me now how much of electricity should go? The entire factory's electricity is there, right or not? Do we ignore? Should I consider or should we ignore? Don't you think like that electricity should also go into this? Don't you think insurance of the factory should also go into it? There are so many expenses now. Sweeper salary is there. So we are paying sweeper salary by selling this pen. It means this pen. It means it is consuming services of sweeper. Yes or no? Electricity bill is also there. Sweeper, insurance, depreciation. Don't you think to manufacture this pen I might have used the services of machinery? It means that service of machinery cost incurred for purchasing that machinery should also get into this. Like how much should get into this? How much should I charge? Should I charge the entire price to only one product? Say if I say 1 lakh is my rent. I am manufacturing 3 different kind of products. Say remote, duster and pen. Now 1 lakh is there. How much in 1 lakh should get into this pen? Are you clear? Okay. So that is a process. Are you getting my point? So tracing indirect cost to the product is not that easy. Tracing direct cost to the product is very simple. Bolo, phone karo, ask, call to what supplier and ask how much. Labor, easy. But charging indirect cost to the product is the most and difficult task what we have as a costing students. As a cost accountant, very difficult task is what? Why? Because dekho bacho, see, when it comes to accounting system, everything we have in front of us. We have all the financial statements with us, like what trading, trial balance, trading account. Pura apne paas hoga. It's very simple to prepare it. Have you ever heard like we have estimated P&L account, estimated balance sheet? Kabhi suna hai? That is different. Have you prepared any time? Estimated trading account, estimated journal entries, yeah, subsidiary books and all. There is no such concept. Why? Because we have everything with us. Only whatever we do is nothing but post-mortem exercise. But in costing, what we always estimate. Estimation can be correct or wrong. We have to face that consequences. But we always go for what? Estimation. There will never be actuals. Always depends. Why? Why? Because we are expecting sorry. We are expecting for what? We are estimating for future. Are you all there with me? Yes or no? Very interesting subject and interesting concept, but try to understand. If you're not understanding, please let me know. Clear? Okay. So very difficult concept is charging all what? Indirect cost. All these are direct or indirect? Why am I calling this as indirect? Why? Because is this only for pen? If it would have been only for pen, it is called direct cost. But it is for what? So many products. Remote, duster and pen. Now tell me how to charge. Are you getting my point or not? So that is why it is called as what? Indirect. Okay. We have a concept how to charge indirect cost to the product. We have 2 concepts, 2 techniques. Do not call as concept. We have 2 techniques. One is technique of absorption. One is a technique called of absorption. 3rd chapter from now we will be discussing of that concept as absorption. How it is been absorbed. How the indirect cost is being absorbed by this pen. Kya bola maine? How indirect cost is being absorbed by this pen. How much of rent, electricity, insurance should get into this pen is nothing but a technique or a process called as absorption. Are you following? Okay. The another concept, modern technique, is called ABC, activity based costing. Another technique is nothing but activity based costing. Both the chapters we will be discussing elaborately, okay, with number of examples. Okay. Chalo bacho. Next is what? Chalo. So what happened after getting prime cost? Then what is to be added? Chalo. I am taking this prime cost here. Prime cost. Okay. Again you will tell, sir, we are finding it is difficult to understand. Chalo, we will take it. Focus here. Chalo, prime cost. Prime cost. Up to this point, everybody clear? What to be added to prime cost? Tell me. Factory overheads. Factory overheads. Under factory overheads, what are the subheadings like insurance, rent, all things? Supervisor salary, maintenance, everything will come under what? Factory overheads. Clear? Chalo, coming to the diagram. Where are we now? Prime cost. To this we will be adding what? All what expenses relating to whom? Factory. What is this called as? Factory overheads. Clear? Following the diagram, is it clear now? Paka. Okay. Not only for you, it might be difficult for those students who are online also. Okay. Chalo bachcho, tell me now. So we'll added factory cost. What is this called? Gross factory cost. Gross factory cost. Chalo bachcho. Up to this point, everybody clear? Gross factory cost is nothing but cost incurred for this period. Gross factory entailed cost. What is gross factory cost? Cost incurred this year. Are we adding anything relating to what? Previous year? Up to this point, we have not added any opening WIP, closing WIP. Yes or no? So we have not added, we are not taking anything which is already incurred last year or last period. We are only what? Gross factory cost is nothing but cost incurred for this particular period. For example, you are preparing cost sheet for a month. It means cost incurred for that particular month. Yes or no? Okay. Now coming to what? So after adding this, whatever we get is nothing but, tell me, jaldi bolo. Gross factory cost. Clear? And okay. Next what? Don't you think this? See, do you throw this or will we? Do we use this? This one. Use or throw? Yes, of course we will use this one. Yes or no? So what are they? Opening stock of WIP. See, again I'll take the same example. You remember that chapati's example? Okay. Your mom, who is making chapati? Mom. What are the ingredients to make chapati? Atta is required, salt is required, water is required, and then atta, salt and water. 3. Clear? Don't you think like a bowl is required? Okay, I'll take this example. Yampe we will write the example. Tell me. First, items to make items to make chapati. First item, atta. Don't see, it's costing only. Don't laugh, yeah. Bolo. Atta. Second one, water. Third, salt. Bowl. Oh, very good. Bowl. Then pan. 6th one is gas. 7th one is electricity. Fan. Okay. Oil means oil. Okay. Now tell me. Don't all these items sufficient to make chapati? Do we require anything else? Yes, manpower. Are bolo, yes or no? It means you also need to have someone who can make chapati. Yes or no? Can I simply call it as labor? Yes or no? So I'll call him as a labor. Bolo bachcho. Now tell me, atta comes under what? Material. Atta comes under what? Material. Now listen to me now. I want to make 10 chapatis only. I want to make what? Say suppose you called your mom. Example, acha sa suno. You called your mom at evening and saying like I am bringing 4 of my friends. Okay. all are booked full, they eat only, okay, every time they eat full. So what your mom thought is, okay, as your friends are coming, she's trying to cook it, okay, she planned to make, she estimated or she projected to make 20 chapatis. How many chapatis, bachcho? 20 chapatis. She, okay, now tell me, material is nothing but atta, clear, okay, and what? Salt, oil, everything is required, okay. Now a bowl is there. Now tell me, that bowl, once chapati is made, will they throw bowl or keep with us? Wash it and keep with us. Clear? Generally, steel ka bowl bhai, kya karoge tum log? Once mixed, everything is done, will you throw it or will you wash it and keep it again? This is general process, correct? Okay. Now tell me. So mom is making chapati, we will consider mom as labor. Tell me, she mixed atta, she used bowl. She used bowl, clear, and she also used electricity, which is not directly relating to chapati, only that chapati, yes sir, only that day chapati. It means that so many curries, so many things are done in a day. She's making sweet, she's making chapati, she's cooking rice, she's also making curry. So many items have been produced, yes or no? Are we charging entire electricity only to chapatis or should we charge it to all the items? Now tell me, bowl, is it only used for chapati or we can also make other items also there? Clear? Are you following or not? Now gas, is it only relating to chapati or with that gas you are making chapati, you are making sweets, you are making curry and you are making so many other items? It means that electricity, that gas bill, should it go only to chapati or should go to all the items? Are you following or not? Okay, are you able to understand, justify what is directly relating now? Atta directly going to chapati. Atta is directly going into chapati. That's why I call it as what? Direct material. Now a packet of salt is there. Say suppose you bought 1 kg of salt. Okay, are you putting 1 kg of salt for 20 chapatis? Tell me logically. Are you putting that 1 kg of salt entirely for 120 chapatis? What are we doing? We are taking some amount of salt and putting in rotis, bolo, and some for curries, and some for what? Sweets. Sweet mein sugar used, na? Oh sorry. Okay, now, and salt for so many items, not only for that day, but so many. Clear? Are you all following or not? It means, now, that salt packet, whatever you are spending, 100 rupees or 200 rupees, is it only for chapatis? It means that salt is for 4 items. Tell me, what are the 4 items? Chapati, curry, sweet, or whatever. Yes or no? It means it is for so many. In that case, I can't call it as direct. It is indirect. Are you following or not? Okay. Atta is directly for chapatis. So direct material, easily traceable. Now, when your friends come to your place, okay, mom will put all 4 chapatis and say, beta, jate 20 rupees pay karke jao. Why? Because how much is made for chapatis? Direct material cost. Yes or no? Your friend comes and directly say, dekho beta, pay 10 rupees for 1 chapati. Okay. Why? Because for 4 chapatis. Why? Because 4 rupees for atta, 2 rupees for my labor charges, and remaining 3 rupees for electricity bill, gas, everything. Yes or no? This is called as what? Indirect. Following or not? Are you able to understand how it is to justify? Clear? Acha, aisa hota hai. Now tell me. So ye hai atta. Okay. Now I made it for how many chapatis I plan to make? For 20. Out of 20, what happened? You planned to bring 4 of your friends. Out of 3 who stood at what Gupchup Bandi, they are not coming. Pani Puri Bandi ke paas ruk gaye, they are not coming. Only 1 friend came with you. Only 2 friends came with you. So 1 na? Okay, 1. Okay, what happened? Your mom was in the process of making chapatis. What she thought is, since your other 3 friends are not coming, so we will make chapati only for you 2. Clear? For how many chapatis she mixed the atta? For 20 chapatis. Bolo na bachcho. Us 20 chapati mein only atta is gone or someone else is gone? Tell me, to making that she has mixed the atta bhai. She has mixed everything and she is keeping like that. Let your friends come. Okay? What happened? When she came, when you both of them have come, okay, and she thought like, only why I have mixed for 20 people. Tell me, to mix the 20 people chapati, what all been incurred there? Material is there. full material. बोलो ना बच्चों. Some amount of water is also there. Okay, and labor is also involved in that to mix it. Clear? So don't you think that electricity, like bowl charges, everything is also there? Depreciation of bowl, I mean to say depreciation of bowl is also there or not? Okay, so amount of material is there, an amount of what labor involved in that, an amount of electricity involved in that, an amount of depreciation of bowl is also there in not. Clear? Now so 20 chapatis में पूरा involve है, so उसमें से 10 chapatis I made it. Now how much is left out? 10. उस 10 में what is there? Material there, labor there, overheads also there. Clear? So whenever what I do is, ध्यान से सुनना. See, we have a chapter called as process costing. There we will explain with so many examples and live examples. I bring you here on the dais and try to explain you with a skit. Okay, आने दो, तब हम लोग अच्छा सा डिस्कस करेंगे. Don't worry about it. Okay, still focus करो. तो पहले क्या हुआ? Next day again you called your mom and say like again my friends are coming today also. But she has a doubt whether will they come or not. So what she'll do is, will she start from where she stops or will she again begin with 20 chapatis atta again mix? Jaan se bolo mucha. You understood my point? See, yesterday's half mixed atta is there for 10 chapatis, right or not? She has put safely in fridge. When you are again coming the next day, will she again mix the entire 20 chapatis atta or will she start from the where she stopped? Are you following? Okay, so what she'll do is, unfinished atta is there, right? Yesterday's, she'll start from there. If you bring extra students, extra friends, what she'll do is, she'll again mix for what? 10 more fresh. So what is happening here? पहले हम लोग क्या करेंगे? Tell me now. First, whatever is left out, we will finish it first, and then we'll introduce the fresh items. Tell me. Okay, this is what. So what I want to say is, there will be two things. One is finished. One is what? Finished. We can call it as goods. Remaining is what? Unfinished. Unfinished को क्या बोलेंगे हम? Unfinished. What is that unfinished goods called as? Unfinished goods is called as WI. Work in progress. So work in progress, when I say, there is an amount of raw material, an amount of labor involved in it, an amount of also overheads involved in this. Are you all there with me? Okay, chalo. So coming back here to this, what will be adding again, bacho? Tell me. Add what? Opening stock of opening stock of WIP. Now are you all clear about what is WIP? I gave you a valid example. It is not a stupid example. It's a valid example. Maile bolo. Next क्या होगा भाई? Next closing stock of WIP. Whatever we arrive is called as what? Net factory cost. नेट. चलो, सो यहां पे आ जाओ फिर. सेम ये फैक्ट्री है ना, बोलो बच्चों. ओके, दिस इज ग्रॉस फैक्ट्री कॉस्ट. वी एडेड व्हाट? ओपनिंग WIP. वी एडेड व्हाट? ओपनिंग WIP to this gross factory cost. Clear? And then if there are any closing WIP, उसको भी हम लोग निकाल देंगे. बोलो ना. Let us assume these are what? These are what? Closing WIP. थोड़ा सा एडजस्ट कर लो बॉस. It's not moving. Okay, it's not moving here. क्या करें? ठीक है, कंटिन्यू. सो whatever is coming out from where? Factory is nothing but net factory cost. Tell me, what is that? Whatever is coming out from factory is called as net factory cost. Clear? New student, are you following? Sure? Okay. So whatever is coming out from factory is nothing but net factory cost. If someone asks you, see, simply, if I would be in your say suppose not your faculty, as generally I'll ask you, what is net factory cost? Then you will be able to understand. Then you will be able to understand and tell me, like, what is net factory cost? What would it be? Anything which is coming out from factory and which is going out to what? Warehouse is called as what? Net factory cost. Clear? Okay, तुम लोग focus करो. चलो, net factory cost बाहर आ गया. And let us assume that we have a department here. Okay, let us assume we have, okay, ध्यान से देखना, सुनो. Okay, we have a department. Say suppose we have another place like this. Okay, here all the output will come from where? This place, factory, to here. Assume, right? Just assume. Okay, just extending our explanation. Assume that all the finished goods which is being manufactured and sent from where? Factory is coming here. Okay, and here quality check is done. What is that? Yeah, you remember on that day we were discussing about what is quality control, cost of quality. Okay, chalo, quality check is been done, and whether we'll check whether the product has reached up to the standard or not. Product has reached up to the standard or not. Generally, we'll give an advertisement saying that use Fair and Lovely. Within 4 days, you will become fair. Tell me, yeah. Use Fair and Lovely, you will become fair. Or use Dettol. 100% of germs or bacteria is killed. Clear? Huh? Okay, what they'll do is they'll generally put example, just example ke tarah or tor pe. Okay, they'll put all the bacteria latest type. They'll put that Dettol and check whether really they'll put binoculars. They'll put that microscopic cameras and check whether all the bacteria are dead or not. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? Why? Because you promised that it will reach that standard. Now it is your duty to check whether they have reached up to that standard or not. On that day we were discussing some example of what? Sony TV. Okay, Sony will go 32,000 checks. How many checks? Okay, they'll check, so many checks will be though. Even if a small scratch, if you can't see it, but they can see it. If it is not up to the mark, they will sell it as a scrap. Are you following or not? Okay, and you guarantee, say suppose some mobile is coming and you guarantee iPhone 100 Pro Max. Okay, and you are saying that when it is fall, even if it falls, even if what, it falls from 10 floors, it will not break. Manufacture ho gaya. Once a product comes, okay, and engineers will check whether they will put it from 10th floor and check whether it is breaking it or not. Are you following or not? This is called quality standard. So it means when you promise something, then they will check whether it has reached up to the quality or not. This is called quality control check. Are you following or not? We are dissecting every item in what? Cost sheet. It's easy to understand. Bhai, mug up karke problem karna bahut easy hai. But try to understand what is there, everything. Are you following or not? See, there are so many items which I left out untold, unexplained. What are they? Factory audits kaisa lenge hum log? Okay, uske liye ek chapter hai. Uske बाद raw material kaisa consume karenge? What is the process to consume raw material? I told you like P-4, LIFO, weighted average methods are there. Okay, so according to that we will be consuming. It means cost sheet doesn't end here. We will be discussing so many concepts and issues relating to cost sheet, entire subject. समझ रहे हो ना बच्चों? Okay, quality control होने के बाद, don't you think we also require some managers, some like what, engineers to set up? Clear? Like machinery को set up करना, machinery is it running in a proper, or do we need someone to check whether the process is in a proper stage or not? Clear or not? All this comes under this. After this यहाँ पे आएगा. Tell me, after that you said like what are the items cost sheet में? Tell me. First like gross factory cost तक तो समझ में आ गया ना सबको. And then what we added? Opening stock of what? WIP less closing stock of WIP. Okay, then what will come? Net factory cost. यहां तक तो सबको समझ में आ गया ना बच्चों. Then we add up what? Quality control cost. Now are you clear about what is quality control cost? Quality control cost. Okay, quality control cost. उसके बाद what? Admin overhead. Admin overhead relating to what? Admin overhead bracket में production. What is this example? Example बोलो, admin overhead relating to production. It means manager, engineer has to check. Labor को क्या पता है भाई? Labor doesn't know anything. You only put raw material, get output. Clear? But engineer should check whether the process in the proper time, whether temperature is in up to the mark. Yes or no? Certain machinery, we have to check whether the temperature is up to the mark. Whether if there is any fluctuation in the temperature, then we'll check whether all the components of the machinery is working properly or not. समझ में आ रहा है? Are you following me or not? Okay, so I have to check whether the machinery is working up to the mark. Output is whatever output we are getting, is it proper or not? Just example, while cooking the rice, okay, you will check whether rice has been proper or not, awfully cooked or properly cooked. आपको check करते हो ना? Yes or no? While making curries also you will taste. हाँ, salt कम हुआ, क्या हुआ, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, मिर्ची कम हुआ. Yes or no? All this will check or not. The same way in process, in manufacturing process also, engineer will check whether the process is up to the mark or not. कभी कभी क्या करो भाई, कोई घर के पास कोई मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट है ना, चले जाओ, जाके देखो सर हमको देखना है प्रोसेस कैसा होता है. ओके, देयर विल बी अ प्रोसेस मैनेजर विल बी देयर एंड ही विल बी चेकिंग इट आउट. अरे ये ठीक से चल रहा है कि नहीं. ओके, इफ देयर इज एनी डिफेक्ट्स दे विल स्टॉप द प्रोसेस, रेक्टिफाई द एरर एंड देन अगेन स्टार्ट. मशीनरी है ना भाई, हो सकता है ना कभी कभी. सो व्हाट विल डू इज विल स्टॉप द प्रोसेस, चेक वेयर ऑल द कंपोनेंट्स आर प्रॉपर और नॉट, अप टू द स्टैंडर्ड नहीं है तो उसको पूरा सब प्रोसेस को स्टॉप करो, फिर से स्टार्ट करो. समझ में? So for that is called nothing but administration overheads. So any salary or anything paid to him comes under. Clear? चलो उसके बाद what is the third item? Research and development relating to what? Production. Any research and development. Say suppose instead of using that, if we would have used this process, so many research will be done. बोलो ना. Okay, say suppose I can say like this. Research and development, like the tire size is this much. What if we make tire size thoda sa? We'll apply value engineering. Value engineering means if that item is not there, equal cost, how more cost is there, we will remove that one. Are you getting my point or not? We'll try to see that earlier phone used to be like this. Bolo na. Okay, again phone has become very small, very light weighted. Earlier phone बहुत मोटा था, याद है आपको कुछ? Clear or not? But that is research and development. यहाँ पे research and development is what? Instead of doing this process like this, first we'll do like this and then we'll do like this. इसका मतलब what? We'll try to upgrade our process, production system or production process. Clear? Okay, that comes under what? R&D. R&D which is related to production. Clear बच्चों? Okay, generally I can take small example, just example. Okay, say suppose you are manufacturing a product. There are three processes: process 1, process 2, process 3. Process 1, okay, you manufacture and it has to be, painting has to be done in process 2 and it has to go to process 3 to commercial manufacture. So what I will do is, we'll see so that what time waste, if to reduce the time between process 1 and process 2 को time reduce करने के लिए what all the things we can do so that process time is reduced. It means, see, one item will come from process 1, it will go to process 2, their painting will be done, again from there to process 3, again assembly will be done in process 3. Instead of doing process 1 and process 2 separately, what I do is I'll keep one manager or one labor, he'll complete the product, he'll paint it and give it to process 3. In that means process 1 and process 2 time to save ho jayega na. Are you getting my point or not? So we will try to check whether there will be any reduction इन प्रोसेस टाइम और प्रोसेस, इसको बोलते हैं R&D रिलेटिंग टू व्हाट, प्रोडक्शन। बोलो ना बच्चों। ओके, देन व्हाट, लेट्स बोलो बच्चों, क्या करते थे हम लोग? सेल ऑफ व्हाट, स्क्रैप ऑफ व्हाट, कुछ भी, एनीथिंग। से सपोज यू रिमेंबर एनी रॉ मटेरियल गॉट स्क्रैप्ड, और प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस में, से सपोज you started manufacturing, okay, if there is any waste, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में थोड़ा सा वेस्ट आएगा ना। से सपोज यू आर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग दिस वुड, ये टेबल बना रहे हो, ओके, विल दिस टेबल कम विद दिस मच स्मूथ, और दे लेबर विल मेक इट, carpenter will make it, while making smooth they will get some scrap, right? Yes or no? So that can be some waste, it has some value in the market। कुछ समझ में आ रहा है आपको? while making sugar process है भाई, शुगर कहां से आएगा? शुगर केन से आएगा, ये तो पता है ना सबको। okay, now don't you think like if you remove the juice from the sugar cane, some waste will be there, don't you think that has some use somewhere? that is sale of scrap। इसका मतलब स्क्रैप मींस प्रोसेस के बीच में कुछ आएगा ना, उसको बाई प्रोडक्ट या स्क्रैप बोलते हैं। ओके, सो दैट हैज सम यूज इन द वैल्यू और सम वी विल गेट इट। तो इसका मतलब प्रोडक्शन कॉस्ट को तो थोड़ा सा कम कर सकते हैं ना हम लोग। टेल मी यार। ओके, सो लेस व्हाट, सेल ऑफ स्क्रैप। क्लियर? लास्ट में क्या ऐड करेंगे? प्राइमरी पैकिंग। लास्टली वील ऐड व्हाट? प्राइमरी पैकिंग। Remember what is primary packing? Okay, so we will add all this, whatever we arrive is called, जोर से बोलो, cost of production। Any doubt up to this point? Everybody 100% clear, right? चलो, तो लास्ट में क्या ऐड करेंगे? हाँ, लास्ट लो वी ऐड अप व्हाट? ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ, बोलो बच्चों, ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ फिनिश्ड गुड्स। व्हाट इज ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ फिनिश्ड गुड्स? कम टू दिस डायग्राम, look at here, what is this? What is this? Warehouse. Warehouse is a place where we store finished goods. Already we have finished goods, right? Tell me, already we might have finished goods. Clear? Okay, chalo, these are all finished goods. Now what happened? Fresh finished goods will come from here to here, right? Either it from directly from factory will go to warehouse. See something following or not? Okay, chalo, so these are current year produced goods. These are what? Simply can call as factory, net factory cost. Goods. Goods in what? Goods which is at what price? Net factory cost. These are finished goods of the current year. बोलो ना बच्चों, उसको क्या करेंगे? Do we throw it already finished, already produced last year, last period? No. So already we have, say suppose we have 100 units with us. How many units with us? We manufactured 200 units with us. This year, this period we manufactured how many units? So totally what we have? 300. Bolo na. Out of that we sold 250. We sold how much? 250. Okay. So say suppose we have how many units now? Tell me. Already we have 100. Now we produce how much? 200. Totally how much is there? 300. Totally how much is there? 300. Are you all there with me? So 300. 300 may say how much is sold? What is left out? That is called as closing stock of finished goods. So this 250 in cost is called as, tell me what is that called? Cost of goods sold. If you remember in accounts, opening stock plus purchases, पूरा निकालने के बाद whatever we get is called nothing but what? Cost of goods sold, yes or no? If I say cost of goods, it means this 250 units, if I want to value, can I call it as 250 sold at what price? Cost price. What is the term called as cost of goods sold? Means 250 is nothing but, can I call it as cost of goods sold? Pakka? Yes or no? Chalo, tell me according to your क्या बोलते हैं उसको, cost sheet, tell me, after adding all these three things, after adding all these three, where is that? Yeah, opening stock of FG minus what? Yes, minus closing stock of FG. Tell me, whatever we get is nothing but called as what? Cost of goods sold. Correct, you know? Okay. Then what? Administration overheads. What is that bracket? General. Minus what? Selling and distribution overheads. Oh sorry. Okay. चलो ये क्या आएगा? Cost of sales. Can I call it the total cost? Warehouse expenses. What warehouse? Yeah, that comes under administration. That we will take it. Generally, ma'am, warehouse expenses should also be considered. यहाँ पे what we say administration में we can take it actually. Administration में we can take it like admin overhead, you know, we can take it here. Why? Because listen, I'll tell you why. What is the logic behind? Listen. Before valuation of finished goods, cost of production will come. With that price only, we will value what? We will value FG. With that price only, cost of production price say we will value. That's why this is coming before this. It means with this price only, I'll value this one. ध्यान से सुनना. Okay, listen to me carefully. What she asked us, sir, what about warehouse expenses like electricity bill or something, whatever? Generally, what happened? I took three places, but in factory, we will have all the three departments in the same. Once you visit the factory, you will have all the three departments. Listen to me now. Okay, you asked the question, I'll explain you. Listen. So, what happened? Generally, what happens is this price is used to value this stock. Why? Because primary packing is also there. Primary packing is used for closing finished goods only. Primary packing is never used for WIP. Okay, primary packing used for what? FG. Clear? So, when I say here factory cost, whatever factory related expenses are there, right? Like rent and all, that is also included. It means this FG's cost, it means warehouse ka cost jo bhi hai na, that will also be included where? In factory only. Why? Because I took to make you understand, I've taken three different places, but everything will be in factory. Even if it is not there, but still it will be considered in factory only. Clear, Amma? See, why? Because I took to make you understand, I took three different places, but everything will be in the same premises. Okay. Chalo. Chalo, yahan tak aa jao. This is called as what? Cost of sales. Called as total cost. Add up what? Profit. Can I call it as operating cost? Can I call it as operating cost? Okay. So profiting. This is nothing but operating profit. Yes or no? This is nothing but operating profit. Also called as EBIT. Earnings before interest and tax. चलो अब जो भी आएगा we call it as sales. Where are costing ends? वहां से financial starts. Where are costing ends? वहां से क्या start होगा? Finance start. Like what? EBIT. What is EBIT? Earnings before interest and tax less interest. On that day we were discussing. debenture interest won't be taken considered here. You remember or not? Debenture interest is a finance item, it will not be considered. Since this is a financial profit, yahan se start interest on debentures we will deduct. Out of the total profit we will deduct interest from this. Are you following or not? Okay, then what we will get is EBT. What is that? Yeah, earnings before tax less, yeah, taxes. This is called earnings after tax. Are you there with me? Earnings after tax less what preference dividend and all will come. So up to this point less preference dividend will come, that you will understand. ठीक है, आपको यहाँ तक करेंगे. Preference dividend, what is that? Yeah, preference, you know, preferential capital. This is nothing but EPS बोलते हैं, earnings available or residual earnings बोलते हैं इसको. क्या बोलते हैं भाई? This is not our subject. ये this is part of financial management. Residual earnings. यहां से इक्विटी शेयर होल्डर्स को डिविडेंड पे होगा. क्लियर? ओके, दैट इज नॉट आवर पार्ट. यहां तक ही अपना डिस्कशन है. दैट इज ऑल फाइनेंशियल टर्म्स है. वी हैव नथिंग टू टेक और डू विद दैट. ठीक है? आर यू ऑल क्लियर नाउ? या yes, all outstanding and prepaid have to be adjusted. We will not check whether, that's why, that's what, if there are any outstandings are there, that has to be added, should be considered. What are to be paid, what are simply how much is cost incurred to make this product, labor full, how much is charged for labor to this product should be considered fully. Are you there or not? Clear? All outstanding prepaid should be considered. Clear? There will not be any concept of prepaid. We will not see much amount, but if there is any outstanding still, we will consider. Clear? Still, if there is any prepaid, that has to be reduced or something. Okay? Chalo. Clear, boss? I think we will take a quick break of 10 minutes and then start a big problem. Okay? What's the time now? What about here? What about business? పక్కన ఎవరో కూర్చోవాలి కదా. అదే is this the first class? Following? पक्का. पानी बोलो ना. अभी लेके आओ. Go through it, beta. There are 3 videos inside YouTube. Okay, and if you find స్క్రీన్ 1 కదా, ప్లే కదా. చలో గైస్, లెట్స్ బిగిన్. Chalo, okay, just go through it. It's already done. What items will come? We will just check. Okay. Opening stock, purchases, carriage inwards, octroi and customs duty. Anything relating to purchase, for example, suppose you are importing it. These are nothing but import duties. Customs and octroi are nothing but import duties. You are taking from some place to another place. So that comes under, that also have to be added. If it is input tax credit is not given, input tax credit is given, then it should not be added. Clear? Okay, next is what? Closing stock of raw material. That is whatever we get is nothing but direct material consumed. Very good. So it is direct material consumed. Next is what? Direct wages paid, then direct expenses. Whatever we arrive is called as prime cost. Any doubt? Chalo. Very good, bacho. Chalo. All the items now, just now I said like there are so many items. Okay. Now, under factory overheads, these are the items which will come. We've already discussed factory overheads, indirect material, indirect labor will anyways come, right or not? Leave wages, bonus, overtime, fuel and power. Okay. All these items, rent, taxes, insurance, factory lighting, supervision, work stationery, canteen in factory, repairs in factories, works expenses like factory expenses, gas and water, technical directors, which technical director means who is relating to production. Clear? All these comes under what? Factory. Bola na bachcho, are you following? So add WIP, closing minus closing WIP, less sale of scrap. Earlier it has to be deducted from there, but it was earlier, so he has given like that, not required. Okay. If you remember, opening WIP, closing WIP baad, we used to add opening stock, quality control cost. Remember or not? Primary packing, admin relating to production. उसके बाद last में less cap करते हैं ना. So this is a old cost sheet, so it is not there. Less directly has given. This is nothing but production cost. Clear? Administration make all these expenses will come under administrative. Tell me what all the items? Office salary, director fees, rent, stationery, sundry office expenses, depreciation on office furniture, next subscription, all these items boss, legal charges, audit charges, bank, depreciation on office equipment, bonus to staff, all this comes under admin. Clear? Okay. उसके बाद cost of production आएगा, तरह the opening stock of, then what, FG, closing stock of FG, then cost of goods sold. एक mistake है यहाँ पे, can anybody tell this one? This is the old cost sheet. पहले क्या होता था भाई, administration overheads also used to come under cost of production. Is a early old cost sheet. Okay, so but this now this should come where? Administration comes when? After cost of goods sold. Correct, right or not? But earlier what they used to be there is before cost of production आता था. Are you clear or not? Are you getting my point? Okay, so यहाँ तक सिर्फ I just wanted to show the items, do not follow this. Okay, चलो next क्या है भाई? Okay, next is selling and distribution overheads आएंगे आपको. What items will come under selling and distribution, एक बार बोलो मुझे. Okay, advertisement, selling and distribution में advertisement, showroom expenses, salesman salary, packing expenses. Which packing है? Secondary packing. Which packing? Okay, carriage outwards, commission, all these items boss. Okay, warehouse, I'll give you all this. If you want you can copy it when you have time. I'll send you as a PDF. If you want you can copy it. Next is what? Salesman salary, sales director fees. Okay, all these items comes under selling and distribution. Are you clear? Okay. Items to be ignored. Tell me what all the items to be ignored. Tax paid. Any advance tax paid. Tax paid and advance tax paid are to be excluded. I told you cash discount will not be coming. Discount, two types are there now. Tell me what are they? Discount, two types होंगे. Tell me what are they? Cash discount, trade discount. Cash discount, will it come? This is after sale, right or not? So क्या है? What is the treatment? Clear? Trade discount, what is the treatment? Should be considered or not? Yes. Why is trade discount? What is the reason behind of trade discount? To promote sales. ज़्यादा sales करने के लिए whatever we give is nothing but trade discount. Should be considered or not? Yes. Under what head? Selling and distribution overheads. Clear? Okay. Next, dividend paid should be considered, should be ignored. Dividend paid, dividend received or financial items should be ignored. Clear bachcho? Debenture interest ignored. Why? Because it is what item? Finance item. What are we doing is nothing but operating item. Clear up? Now listen to me now. In your ICA material also there is one item called as interest on non-equity fund. But generally interest should never be considered under cost sheet. But interest relating to working capital should be considered. Interest relating to what? Working capital. What is working capital? Any loan taken to run your day-to-day business activity. That should be considered. Are you there? Say suppose you borrowed certain amount as a working capital to purchase raw material. Don't you think you have to pay interest for that? That interest is interest on working capital. Should it be considered? Yes. Why? Because it has direct relation with what? Operations. Are you there, bachcho? If you borrow anything and which has direct relation with your operations, it has to be considered. Clear? Okay. So debenture interest to be ignored. Why? Because it's a financial activity. But interest on what? Working capital, bank loans, bank charges are to be considered. Following me? Any doubt? Clear? Okay. Next, donation paid, ignore. Clear? Okay. Interest received, interest paid on loan. Which loan? Financial loans. If it is working capital, consider. Next, income tax paid should be considered, should not be, should be ignored. Okay, interest paid on bank overdraft. Okay, next income tax refund, interest on capital, bad debts. Bad debts, I told you there are two type of people, one to be considered, not to be considered, but generally whatever ICSS you follow, do not consider. So bad debts को हम लोग क्या करेंगे भाई, ignore कर देंगे. Are you clear or not? Any appropriating items, appropriate items like what, goodwill written off, preliminary expenses written off, or general amortization means transferring to reserves. Clear? All those items are to be ignored. एक ही logic always goes like this. See, are they anyway related to your operations? Are they anyway related to your operations? If any activity which has no relation with your production activity, ignore. Operating activity को relate नहीं करता है, then it should be ignored. Are you all there with me? Clear? चलो. Profit on sale of machinery, loss on sale of machinery, all these items are to be ignored. चलो, लॉस ऑन सेल ऑफ मशीनरी इग्नोर कर दो. परचेज ऑफ कंप्यूटर, परचेज ऑफ कंप्यूटर शुड आई टेक और नॉट? परचेज ऑफ डिलीवरी वैन, प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल ऑफ मशीनरी, सेल ऑफ मशीनरी, इट्स अ कैपिटल आइटम भाई. परचेज ऑफ मशीनरी क्या आइटम है भाई? कैपिटल आइटम. डू वी टेक दैट इन P&L अकाउंट? वाई? भाई बिकॉज इट्स अ कैपिटल आइटम. P&L अकाउंट कौन सा आइटम भाई? नॉमिनल अकाउंट है. एंड परचेज ऑफ मशीनरी इज व्हाट आइटम? कैपिटल आइटम. डू वी कंसीडर कैपिटल इनटू नॉमिनल अकाउंट? हाँ, फिर इतना क्यों सोच रहे हो? सेल ऑफ मशीनरी शुड ऑल्सो बी नॉट कंसीडर्ड. इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल, बैड डेट्स, डिस्काउंट, ये पूरा इग्नोर कर देंगे हम लोग. क्लियर? शैल वी डू अ प्रॉब्लम? आर यू ऑलरेडी विथ मी? ओके, चलो. एनर्जी, आई वॉन्ट एनर्जी. सुस्त नहीं. चलो, लेट्स बिगिन. चलो, वेल लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन. विल टेक लॉट ऑफ टाइम. चलो. अर्नव INSPAT Udyog Limited has the following expenditure for the year ended 31st March 2023. Go through the question. Can you all see that? Okay. Let's go. Raw material purchased are there. Next is what? GST paid on the above purchase at what rate? Eligible for input tax credit. Is that important or not? If that is not there, it has impact. If it is that given, then what is the treatment? Should not be considered. If whenever input tax credit is there, should be ignored. It has no impact. It has no impact. If that is not there, add. If that is not there, then add. Add to the purchases. कॉस्ट ऑफ मटेरियल को ऐड करना पड़ेगा. आर यू क्लियर नॉट? चलो, नेक्स्ट इज टेल मी फ्राइड इनवर्ड्स. यस आर नो? इन योर माइंड यू कीप ऑन कंस्ट्रक्टिंग. एक्सेप्ट न्यू स्टूडेंट, यू रेस्ट ऑल यू हैव टू कंस्ट्रक्ट ऑन योर ओन. ओके, क्लियर? सो फ्राइड इनवर्ड्स टू बी एडेड और नॉट? ओके, इन योर माइंड वेयर इट शुड बी एडेड आपका आइडिया आना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट इज वेजेस पेड टू फैक्ट्री वर्कर्स. शुड बी कंसिडर्ड और नॉट? यस, वेरी गुड. नेक्स्ट, कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन मेड टुवर्ड्स व्हाट? Employees should be considered or not? Yes. Next, bonus, production bonus. Yes. Royalty paid. Royalty paid should be considered. Amount paid for power and fuel considered. Amount paid for purchase of molds and patterns. Molds and patterns. Yesterday on that day I was taking an example. माउल्ड पैटर्न का, गणेश का आइडल बनाने के लिए दे यूज्ड दैट माउल्ड्स, पता है ना? उसके लिए उसको बोलते हैं माउल्ड्स एंड पैटर्न्स. लाइफ इज इक्विवेलेंट टू 2 years. और बच्चों, नेक्स्ट इज जॉब चार्जेस पेड टू, विल कम टू दिस. नेक्स्ट, स्टोर्स एंड स्पेयर्स कंज्यूम. स्टोर्स एंड स्पेयर्स मींस मशीनरी रन करने के लिए ऑयल्स, स्क्रूज, बोल्ट्स, नट, फ्यूल होंगे ना मशीनरी रन करने के लिए. Are you there or not? So that is stores and spares. Spare का मतलब कभी कभी एक नट चले गया और एक suppose to run the machinery we need some fuel like diesel or some oil, so that is called stores and spares. So depreciation, you know what is the treatment. Factory building, where it will come? Depreciation on factory, where it will come? Factory overheads. Office building, plant and machinery, plant and machinery कहां पे आएगा? Factory overheads. Delivery van, where it will come? Selling and salary paid to supervisors. Very good. Repairs and maintenance paid. Repairs and maintenance, plant and machinery कहां पे आएगा बच्चों? जल्दी जोर से. Factory order. Sale of office building. Why? Okay. Vehicle used by director. Yes. Admin, you can take it admin as. Vehicle used by director. Admin relating. Okay. Next is what? Insurance premium paid for plant and machinery should be considered or not? Yes. Factory building. Yes. Stock of raw material and WIP. Yes or no? So insurance for stock of raw material and WIP. Next. इसका मतलब they are insuring in a factory. Okay. Next. Expenses paid for quality control check activity. Okay, where you know where to add. Salary paid to quality control staff. Next, research and development cost paid for, you know where to come. Next, expenses paid for pollution control and engineering maintenance. Okay, expenses paid for administration of, okay, where it come? Administration overheads relating to production. Cheppandi. Next, salary paid to functional managers like production control, finance and activity, admin, sales and marketing. Next below. Salary paid to general manager, administration. Packing cost, primary packing, part of cost of production. Clear? Redistribution, secondary packing, selling and distribution. Are you there with me? Okay, so many more items are there. Interest and finance charges paid for usage of what? Non-equity fund. Fees paid to auditors, administration overheads. Clear up? Next, fee paid to legal advisors, fees paid to independent directors. Clear or not? It is also administrative overheads. Next, performance bonus paid to sales staff. Selling and distribution. हाँ कि ना? Sales staff है ना भाई? Sales कहाँ पे होता है? Where does sales to happen? Admin factory or selling and distribution? Okay, then tell me no. Confident, be confident. Value of closing stock. Raw material. You know what is this? Is opening stock of raw material, opening WIP and FG. As the same way closing is also given. Clear? अच्छा last मैंने क्या दिया है भाई? Amount realized by selling scrap and waste generated during manufacturing is how much? Okay, from the above data you are required to prepare what? Statement of cost sheet asking prime cost, factory cost, cost of production, cost of goods sold and cost of sales. Clear? Chalo, what are you waiting for? Let's begin. Start. Amen Amma. Just go through it fast, don't waste time. Quick. Statement of cost of Arnav Ispat Udyog Limited for the year ended 31st March 2023. 31st March 2023. Make it columns. Make it 3 columns. Particulars, rupees and rupees. Rupees column, make it a big. Particulars, rupees, rupees. Particulars, rupees, rupees. We'll dissect each and every item and then come back. Okay? Chalo. First, what is the first item? Direct material consumed. For preparing direct material consumed, what is the formula? Opening stock of raw material. Tell me how much is the opening stock of raw material given in the question. Look at the board. Tell me how much is that given. 18 lakhs. Can you all see that? Chalo. Opening stock of raw material, how much is that given? 18 lakhs. दिखाई दिया सबको? चलो. Opening stock of raw material. Inner column. Don't write in outer column. Write in inner column. How much is that? 18 lakhs. Can you all see? Okay. Now look at the question and tell me how much is the purchases given in the question. How much is purchases given in the question? Tell me. Where is that given? Can you all see? So purchases 10 lakhs. Chalo, add purchases. Add purchases. Add purchases. How much? First you will do it again. We will put it. I'll make you do the problem. Okay. पहले तुम लोग करो. I'll help you out. चलो. Add purchases. How much is that? 10 lakhs. Which column? Inner column. चलो. Do we consider GST paid? Why? Okay. Input tax. Since input tax credit is given, it has to be ignored. If it is not, then we have to take it. Then it will form part of cost. Are you clear? Chalo. Next one. Freight inwards should be considered or not? Yes. Add freight inwards. How much is that? Okay. Once every item is done, please tick it. Tick kar dena bhai. This is done. Freight inwards. Inner column or outer column? Inner column. Chalo. Next. How much is the, are there any item relating to purchase of raw material? Dekho. No, I don't think so. There are any other items. Okay. Next. Insurance what? Okay. He says like insurance. Where is insurance, boss? Okay. Go through that. He said like what? Insurance. This one, right? Okay. Now tell me what it is given. Insurance premium paid for what? Stock of raw material and WIP. If it would be what? Insurance during transportation or during bringing raw material from supplier to stores department, then that should be considered. You got my point. If insurance during transit or insurance during bringing raw material from supplier to stores department, then that should be considered here. Where is this insurance? It is after coming raw material from supplier. Got my point or not? See, this insurance is when it has reached factory, not before reaching factory. Clear? Chalo. Next. Next bolo. Closing stock of raw material. Tell me how much is closing stock of raw material. Where is that given? Chalo. Closing stock of raw material is 9,60,000. This is closing stock. Closing stock of raw material is 9,60,000. Clear, bachcho? Now tell me, calculate and tell me how much is that coming. How much, ma? 19 lakhs, 1 crore, 10 crore, 19 lakhs. Yeah, 10 crores, 19 lakhs, 60,000, 600. Again, I'll repeat, 10 crores, 19 lakhs. Tell me, 10 crores, 19 lakhs, 60,000, 600. Okay. Clear up to this point? Okay. How much was that? Okay. Next is what? Direct labor cost. How much is that given in the question? Focus, focus. Opening stock of raw material ho gaya. Okay. How much is opening stock of for online students? Opening stock of raw material kitna bhai? Where is this? Okay. 18 lakhs, right? How much was the purchases? 10 crores. Any freight inwards? Freight inwards 11 lakhs. 11 lakh 20,000 minus closing stock of raw material kitna tha bhai? 9 lakhs 60,000. Everything we picked up from the question. We are not doing anything great. Chalo, tell me how much is direct material consumed? 10 crore 19 lakhs 60,000. Clear? Chalo. Next is what? Direct labor cost, boss. Next is what? Direct labor cost. Chalo fast. Okay. Next, wages paid for factory. Chalo. Next, direct labor cost. Put a heading direct labor cost. Put a heading direct labor cost. Put a heading direct labor cost. Underline karo. Then start writing. Now tell me. See, we have computed. Once we have done, please tick it by what all the items we have done. Please tick it down. Closing WIP ho gaya na? Closing raw material. Clear? Okay. So opening stock of raw material done. Closing stock of raw material is done. Now coming back to labor. Go through the question and tell me how much is labor. Wages paid for factory workers. Don't you think like it's labor? Clear or not? Chalo, inner column 29,000, 29 lakhs, 20,000. This one. Labor wages paid to factory workers. Inner column 29 lakhs, 20,000. Next. Contribution made towards employees PF and ESI also part of wages, right? Why? ESIs are generally paid for labor. Okay? Chalo. Contribution. See, one thing, there is no stringent rule that it should be considered here only. If you feel like that it may come under admin or it may come under this, then you put a note saying like according to why, because so many items they'll just give us small information. with that bit of information it will be very difficult to justify whether it will fall under that category or this category. So you have full freedom to mention or put an assumption that the particular item we are treating it as this item. Are you getting my point or not? Here, since there is ESI, so I feel that ESIs are generally paid to labor, very low class, cadre people. So what I feel is, so I feel like it is related to labor, then I'll put it here. If you feel like it is administrative and relating to employees, then you can put there and put a note. It is assumed that ESIs is being paid to employees. Okay? Chalo. Contribution made in exam also, there will be clearly mentioning on the examiner clearly mentions on the top saying that any suitable assumptions can be made. Chalo bacho. Contribution made towards employees PF and ESI. How much is that? 3,60,000 inner column. So this item is also done. Next, production bonus paid to factory workers. Will it come or not? Yes, since it's being relating to factory workers and bonus, so it should come. Okay. Anything else? Please go through it. Okay. Any more items? No. Which one? Salary paid to supervisor is a direct or indirect? Direct, huh? Who is supervisor? Does supervisor produce the product? What do you mean by supervisor? Beta, supervisor is the one who supervises what labor does. Supervisor will never produce. Supervisor is the one, the one who is coming and checking, right? He is supervisor. He is not teaching you. He is just providing services to, yeah. So that's why that will come under what? Factory overhead. It's an indirect cost. Clear? Okay. Don't worry. Chalo. Get back. So tell me now. I think these are only 4 items. Tell me. Oh, these are only 3 items. Tell me how much is the amount. 35 lakhs. Correct. Are you everybody using calculators, right? Chalo. Right. Next. Next. Put a heading direct expenses. Put a heading what? Direct expenses. Okay, just go through it once, yeah. Before going to direct expenses, I just want you to go through this. In a direct expense, okay, in direct expense, the cost can be easily traced to a specific cost object. Are you getting my point? Okay, like fuel for vehicle used solely for business purpose. Say suppose, I just wanted to know. Chances unna. Okay, many people get confused here. Why? Because questioning also does not provide any much information, so that with the limited information you have to put your assumptions. Just now I told you, if the information is very less, then you have to use your mind. Why? Because listen, he clearly gave us in this question, if you look out, chances unna. Yeah, he clearly said what? Power and fuel, amount paid for power and fuel. As a layperson, what would be your thinking? It's a factory item. You think like it's a factory overheads. Why? Because power and fuel are general things required, maybe required for generator for factory. Getting my point or not? Or machinery may also require some power and fuel. So what you will think is, generally it is consumed by entire factory, so I'll treat it as factory overheads. Clear? Why? Because information is very less. since power and fuel is generally consumed by a factory, what I feel is, since it is consumed by entire factory and the factory is producing 4 different items, then it is what? Indirect cost. Are you following? But it can also be thought in another way. There is also the different way of thinking. So what I do is, amount paid for fuel and power and fuel. So what my assumption can also go like this, as or ICA thinks. What we can understand from this point is, power and fuel only for a particular product. If power and fuel only for a particular product, in that case, is it a, then in that case what? Direct. Are you there or not? Okay, so don't be confused. Very simple. Since the information is incomplete, so we can make an assumption. Either it can go directly to factory overheads, or if you feel that it is directly related to a product, then it will come under direct expense. Are you there, bacho? Okay, so anything, okay, which is not material and which is not labor, so then we have to think whether it is falling under direct expenses or it is going to factory overheads. Are you there? In that same way, there are few items. Now coming to this one. Molds and what? Next item. What is the next item? Amount paid for purchase of molds and patterns. Now if you look out this, sir, it should come under what? Factory overheads. Generally, if you think so. But if it is molds and jigs purchased for a specific item, are you there? If it is for specific item, then it would come under what? Direct expenses. बच्चों समझ में आ रहा है आपको? Everybody following or not? So since information is very little and incomplete, in that case you have to use your senses. So you have to use your assumptions. It can either be a direct expense or it can also go for what? Factory overheads. Are you following or not? Chalo. Next is what? So can I treat this as direct? Which one? Can I treat this as a direct expense? Yes, depending on my assumptions. Bolo bachcho. Okay, can I treat this also as a direct? So simple logic. If it is for general, what I do is I'll put like this. Jaan se sunna yahan pe. Okay, so I'll put like this. Molds. Okay. Directly related to product. Example A. Directly related to product A. Then it is direct expense. Clear? Related to many products, तब क्या होगा? Factory overheads में आएगा. Any doubt on this? Same way, powers and fuels also. Take power and fuel. Power and fuel is for specific cost object. It means for a specific product. Then it is direct expense. If it is for many products, general, then it will come under factory overheads. Are you clear or not? Same way, यहाँ पे फिर से लिखो, यहाँ पे क्या लिखोगे आप? Power and fuel. General, specific. Tell me what is the treatment? If it is general, if it is specifically related to a cost object, don't be confused. What is cost object? For what we are finding out cost is called cost object. If we are finding out cost for a pen, then pen is called as cost object. Simple bacho. Clear or not? So then in that case it will go to what? Direct expenses. If you want, you can note down this. Clear? Chalo. Can I proceed? Okay. Next. Tell me, next is what? So, can I treat it as direct expense? Are you there? Chalo. Next to something is given, life is equivalent to 2 years production. Life is equivalent to 2. So, since we are preparing for what? 1 year, right? Then what I'll do? Since I have to amortize it for how many years? 2 years. So divided by 2. How much is the total amount? 8,96,000. Should I transfer the entire thing? Just like depreciation, boss. Depreciation, do you take entire amount in 1 year or depending on the useful life? So how many useful life was there here? So I should amortize it for how many years? 2 years. Divided by 2 करेंगे. सबको समझ में आ रहा है ना? Okay. So royalty. What is royalty paid for production? It's a direct expense or not? Simply logic, boss. I already told you. See. What example I can take? Say suppose I am manufacturing this. Listen to me now. Okay. I am paying special rent. I am paying rent to bring a machinery which can manufacture this diamond. I am paying rent. Okay. We cannot directly call it as rent. Something paid to get something to manufacture this. It means that expense is directly relating to this. Clear? Okay. I can call it as royalty. Say suppose I am manufacturing this shirt and I want some painting work on this. I require what? Some painting work. Shirt is manufactured. It is up to for use. But what shirt is very plain. I cannot use this shirt. I need some painting on this. What I am doing is I am giving this work to someone. I am giving this work to someone. So for that he is charging something. Clear? That painting is called, that print is called as something royalty. Clear or not? Okay. Chalo. Next. So royalty paid is done. Amount paid for power and fuel is also done. Amount paid for purchase of molds and patterns is also done. Next, last is what? Job worker. What is job worker? ध्यान से सुनना. Job worker कौन होता है भाई? Say suppose, ध्यान से सुनना. Say suppose you are a, listen. Say suppose you are manufacturing, you are constructing this building. Clear? But I am not sure about this painting work. I am not good at painting work. I can construct this structure, but I am not good at painting. I am not good at making grills. Clear? Okay. What I do is I will give this job to someone. So once I build this structure, so listen to me now. The owner of this property gave me complete rights. See, I am giving you 10 crores, construct this building and give it to me. Okay. I am very good at what? Constructing, but I am not good at electricity work, electrical work. I am not good at painting. I am not good at what? Grill work or doors and all. What I do is painting work I will completely give to someone. Painting work I will completely give to someone. He will paint and give. It means I am giving him to a job. He is called as job work. Following or not? So don't you think like job work cost is also directly related to this product? Clear? So job work cost also comes under what? Direct expenses. Clear? Chalo. Next. So this also comes under bacho direct expenses. Next. Chalo. Check it out and tell me now, are there any other items? Tell me the amount. How much is that? One is 1,72,600. Next 4,62,000. Are you taking 8,96,000 or 8,96,000 divided by 2? Why are we taking 8,96,000 divided by 2, bacho? Since this is for 2 years, so I will have to take for 1 year. Chalo, 8,96,000 divided by 2. So per year कितना आ रहा है? 4,48,000. Since these are new terms for you, थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्टी होगा स्टार्टिंग में, बट हम लोग करते करते आपको ये टर्म्स पूरी इजी हो जाएंगे. क्या होता है जॉब वर्कर, क्या होता है फ्यूल, पावर, व्हाट टू ट्रीट, हाउ टू ट्रीट. ओके, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. आई विल मेक यू सिंपल, डोंट वरी. चलो, टेल मी द टोटल. I think it's 18,94,600. Correct? Okay. Tell me what is the prime cost? How much is the prime cost? 1 second. Okay. Next is what? Add factory overheads. Add factory overheads. Add factory overheads. Add factory overheads. Chalo. Once all the items are done, please tick it out. Okay. Okay. Next, add factory overheads. Stores and space consumed. Where does it come? Factory overheads, right? Stores and space. Factory overheads. Stores and space. Factory overheads. Next, depreciation. Depreciation on what? Factory building. Tell me where it will come. Come on बच्चों, focus करो. Factory overheads. Office building कहाँ पे आएगा? Confidently answer. Yeah, you're telling me right answer. Tell me confidently. Yeah, it's administration overheads. Plant and machinery, where it is used? Very good. Next, delivery vehicle. Factory, yeah. Delivery. Come on, yeah. Delivery कहाँ पे होगा? Selling and distribution. Why you are so confused? Yeah, I am not understanding. Okay, please give me confident answers. You know, I know, you know it. Those who are online, please give the right answers, boss. Okay, depreciation, factory building, factory overheads. Office कहाँ पे होगा? Admin होगा तो admin में. Plant and machinery, where it is used? Factory. So it will come under factory overheads. Delivery van, where it is used? But delivery of goods from one product, one place to another place, customer ko, so it will come under selling and distribution. Clear? Which one? Stores and space generally. See, no, nothing is specifically given. Okay, stores and space are nothing but say suppose machinery is there. Okay, to run the machinery we require some oils, grease. Generally we have grease, right? Generally that happens. For say suppose machinery is consuming itself completely. Okay, then we can treat it as, for example, to manufacture this product I am requiring spares or store something, then it is direct. Since spares and stores are generally used day by day activity. Say suppose a fan hai, okay, fan ko kabhi kabhi a product, some machines or something is going out, components are, we are adding something, screws are going, we are adding it, that all comes in indirect only. Why? Because it's not project specific. Spares and stores are not product specific, it is generally used. Which one? Yeah, which depreciation? Yeah, depreciation is indirectly only, no ma. Why? Because I'm telling you, listen. Product is manufactured or machinery you purchased. Are the machinery is producing only this product you are purchasing? Say suppose a customer came and asked you to manufacture only this pen. This pen costs 1 crore rupees. Listen, 1 crore rupees. Okay. If you bought that machinery and machinery is used only for this, then that entire cost will go. Then it can be called as royalty. Okay, but that machinery is manufacturing different pens. It is for entire 5 years. It means not only this pen, they are manufacturing hundreds and thousands of different pens. In that case, is it directly cost going only to this product or so many products? Then it is indirect. Are you getting my point? Chalo, come back. Next, salary paid to supervisor, direct or indirect? Indirect. So this is done. So tell me, where does this item come? Factory overheads. Next, where does repairs and maintenance of plant and machinery come? Factory overheads. Okay. Next, those items does not come under factory. Insurance premium. What is that? Yes. Insurance premium. Insurance premium. Tell me, insurance premium, where does ignite? Okay. Insurance premium paid for plant and machinery, factory building, stock of WIP. All these three comes or not? Clearly tell me. Yes, please. All these are what items? Factory overhead items. Next. Next. Okay. So this is okay, salary paid. Next, salary paid to quality control. Salary paid to quality control. Tell me, where does it come? Tell me, it will come under AOH, relating to production. Next, expenses paid for quality control checks. Next is administrative overheads relating to, sorry, one second, no, yeah, yes, yeah, net factory cost के बाद क्या आएगा? Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, next, yeah, it was my mistake. Okay, next, research and development cost also after net factory cost. Expenses paid for pollution control and engineering and maintenance. तुम लोग फैक्ट्री पर्सपेक्टिव्स में नहीं देख रहे हो. तुम लोग क्या करना है, whenever any item comes, you just think whether this item comes under factory or administration or selling and distribution. So three items are there. So just think once whether it comes under factory or admin or selling. Now tell me, pollution control and engineering. Pollution control काम, pollution काम पे होगा भाई? फैक्ट्री में होगा या एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में? सेलिंग एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन काम पे होगा? पोल्यूशन फैक्ट्री में होगा. So that is an indirect expense, correct? So factory overhead में आएगा. So don't be confused. चलो, tell me this item where it will come? Factory overheads. Intentionally I have took this problem so that you will understand so many different what terms. चलो, factory overheads में आएगा. Next, expenses paid for administration of factory work. Will it come? No. Next item bolo. So this is also done. Which one? This one. Now next, salary paid to functional manager. Functional manager. Salary paid to general manager. Next, what items are there? One second. Okay. Check, are there any other items left out? Okay. Performance bonus paid to sales. Okay. Fees paid to independent directors नहीं आएगा. Legal advisor नहीं आएगा. Interest and finance charges यहाँ पे FOH में नहीं आएगा. Primary packing necessary to, this is not the place to take. Salary paid to general manager does not take. Finance and accounts क्या है भाई? Salary paid to functional manager, production control, finance and accounts, sales marketing. Production control का मतलब administrative overheads relating to production. Okay, so that's it. Tell me what all items we have considered. जल्दी बोलो एक बार, revise कर लो. First one, stores and space. अम्मा stores and space, are you all clear now? Simple. Are you look example बोलता हूँ. देखो भाई, stores and space का मतलब क्या होता है भाई? See, every machine require some kind of grease. Grease पता है ना आपको? Smoothly चलने के लिए हुए. Okay. Now every day it is required. It means machine is running very hard. I require some grease, or say suppose some screws are gone. We require some screws, right or not? Don't you, is it direct or indirect expense? Indirect, right? So grease, every day we require grease. That is nothing but factory related. Clear? Chalo. Next one. Depreciation liya sabne? Okay, tell me which depreciation you have taken? So stores and spares, depreciation on factory building, depreciation on plant and machinery is also been considered or not? Okay. Next, repairs and maintenance. Repairs and maintenance of what? Plant and machinery. Insurance premium paid for plant and machinery, factory building and stock of raw material, all taken or not? Yes. Next one below. Insurance paid for expenses paid for pollution control and engineering maintenance. Next. That's it. Tell me the total. 6 lakhs. Gatti cheppu. Yeah. Cost, 6 lakhs. 6 lakh 7,900. Yeah. I'm just talking about FOH. 6 lakhs 7,900. Now tell me what is gross factory cost. Tell me what is gross factory cost. See, once we are done, I'll put it everything on board. Okay, I can't manage both the things. It's why I'm not writing it. Yeah, please adjust. Once it's done, I'll explain you again. I'll write it everything on board. Tell me, boss. 10 crore, 80 lakhs, 33,100. So total of gross factory cost would be 10 crores 80 lakhs 33,100. This is what? Gross factory cost. Up to this point, are you clear? Next, add opening stock of WIP. Opening stock of WIP. Okay. How much is opening stock of WIP? Just go through the question and tell me how much is opening stock of WIP. Chalo. Opening stock of WIP is nothing but 9,20,000. How much is closing stock of WIP? Is it given in the question? Yes, sir. How much, sir? 8,70,000. It's 8,70,000. 9,20,000 is the opening. Closing is 8,70,000. Whatever we arrive is called as what, bacho? Net factory cost or factory cost. How much is the amount? 10 lakh or 10 crore? 10 crore 80 lakhs 83,100. 10 crores 83 lakhs, sorry, 80 lakhs 83,100. Again I'll write here 10 crores 80 lakhs 83,100 is your total amount of net factory cost. I'll write net factory cost. All clear? Chalo. After that, what will be adding? Very good. Very simple. See, this big exam question will not be there. Since this question is very big and so many items there, that's why I picked up this question. Okay. We will do from tomorrow, we will do all examination, past examination questions. Once you do this, once you have done this question, those questions are very, very simple and easy. Past examination question. कल हम लोग करेंगे. चलो. और बोलो बेटा. Last one, quality control. Come on. Expenses paid for quality control, will it come or not? बोलो where this comes after. चलो क्वालिटी कंट्रोल कॉस्ट, ये क्या है भाई? क्वालिटी कंट्रोल कॉस्ट. क्वालिटी कंट्रोल कॉस्ट. हाउ मच इज क्वालिटी कंट्रोल कॉस्ट? टेल मी. 19,600. Quality control cost. Under quality control cost, I think two things will come, right? What are they? Salary paid to quality control staff will also come. बोलो ना बच्चों. चलो, two items will come under quality control. Please write. Quality control cost में expenses paid for quality control check. Expenses paid for quality control check. 19,600. Below that, salary is paid to quality control staff. How much is that? 19,200. Clear? Next item. Research and development cost paid for improvement in production process. So research and development relating to production should also be considered or not? Yes, please take. Research and development cost relating to production 18,200. Next, put a heading. Administration AOH bracket lo relating to production. AOH relating to production. Administration overhead relating to production. Administration overheads relating to production. Administration overheads relating to production. Underline karo. Below that, expenses paid. How much is that? Expenses paid, how much is that? 1,18,600. Can you all see this item? Okay. Next item, salary paid to functional manager, which is nothing but production control. How much is that? Clear? This is also administration overheads relating to production. I'll write here. These two items, this item is admin overhead relating to what? Production. This item is also, tell me what is that item? Administration overheads relating to production. Clear? So these two items are also done. Tell me anything else? Anything else? Okay. Can I take this primary packing cost? After? Yeah. After admin, we also have sale price, right? So do not forget this. How much is that? Tell me. Amount realized by selling of scrap and waste generated during manufacturing process. How much is that? 86,000. Where does this come? जोर से. After administration overhead relating to production, उसके बाद लेना less sale of scrap. How much is the amount? You can take straight away outside also. If you want, you can take outside or inner column में लेके भी लिख सकते हैं. It's up to you. Okay. चलो tell me. So this item is also done. बोलो ना बच्चों. Next. Last item is what? Primary packing of primary packing. How much is primary packing? 96,000. Primary packing is 96,000. Tell me, what is the net amount? Tell me how much is the cost of production? Everybody calculate and tell me. It should be 10 crore. 10 crore 93 lakhs 5,700. Yes, it is coming along with my answer. Yes, my answer is also the same. It's 10 crore 93 lakhs 5,700. 10 crores 93 lakhs 5,700. चलो बच्चों, next. Right, opening stock of finished goods. Tell me how much is opening stock of finished goods. Look at the board. Look at the board and tell me how much is that. Opening stock of FG कितना है भाई? Opening stock of FG is 11 lakh rupees. Opening stock of FG is 11 lakh rupees. Next, closing stock of FG is how much? Closing stock of FG is 18 lakhs. This is opening stock is 11 lakhs, closing stock is 18 lakhs. Chalo, resulting item is called as what? Cost of goods sold. Can anybody tell me how much is cost of goods sold? Cost of goods sold is equals to 10 crores 86 lakhs 5,700 is the amount. Okay. Next heading, administration overheads. Put a heading, administration overheads. I think there are so many items, right? Let's check from the beginning. Okay. See, order we left. Okay. Royalty paid is done. Power amount. Okay. Job charges are done. Stores and depreciation will come. See. Yes. Depreciation on what? Depreciation on what? Office building. How much is that? Depreciation on office building. Look at this here. 56,000. Depreciation on office building is 56,000. Clear? Let's check. Are there any other items? Okay. Okay. I think it's repairs and maintenance of office building. I don't understand like why sale is there here. ये नहीं हो सकता शायद. It's repairs and maintenance for just take repairs and maintenance of office building भाई ये sales cut कर दो यहाँ पे. I don't think so it should come. Okay, repairs and maintenance of office building. How much is that? Yeah, repairs and maintenance of office building. Sale तीसे नामा just take it office building. Tell me how much is that? 18,000. Next, this also comes under AOH. Director relating to what? Administrative, right? and any repairs and maintenance used by him should also come under administration. So vehicle used by director also come. Any repairs and maintenance for vehicles used by director should also come under administration. Any doubt on this? Okay, chalo, fast complete it. Next, all the items are done, right? Check it out. Are there any items left out? Okay, yes. Salaries to what? Salaries paid to functional manager for what? Finance and accounts, sales and marketing. So this comes AOH in bracket general. Which one? Finance and accounts. Sales and marketing कहाँ पे आएगा भाई? Selling and distribution overheads. So salary paid to functional manager, and that for what? Financing and accounts, and that general में आएगा. So this is done. This is done. This is also done. Chalo, come back to salary paid to general manager. Where? AOH bracket lo general. How much is the amount, boss? 12,56,000. Are you all there with me? Okay. Next, let us assume interest and finance charges, like as in this question he assumed it to be a working capital. He assumed it this interest to be working capital in the question. कौन सा वाला? ये वाला. Okay, he is assuming this to be what? Interest on working capital. I told you, right? You can have alternative assumptions also. What is alternative assumption? You can treat this as interest on debentures and ignore it. Are you following or not? Okay. Assumption. What is assumption, boss? Tell me. Assumption. We can put an assumption saying interest on non-equity debt, non-equity is considered to be interest. Tell me bachcho, on working capital. Since it's treated as a working capital, this being a operating, tell me, since this being an operating activity, so we are considering here. Chalo, fast. Please note down this assumption. After entire problem hone ke baad ye likhna. Chalo, come back. Chalo, interest on this is also coming. How much is the amount? Tell me. 7,20,000. Fees paid to auditor should come or not? Yes. Where it will come? Administration overhead bracket lo general. This is also AOH general. Next, fees paid to legal advisor. जोर से बोलो. Yes, administrative overheads and under what? General. Clear? Next, fees paid to independent director. Will it come or not? Yes. Where? General. Performance bonus paid to sales staff. Sales, selling and distribution. So this should come under S&D overheads. Chalo. Niche dekho. Anything? Any items left? Nothing. So please tell me the answer. How much is the total of AOH? AOH का total बताओ पहले. No problem. Wait. Tell me how much is the total? AOH general total. How much is coming? 35 lakhs. Huh? Why my answer is different from yours? What is answer? Okay, we'll check it later on. Next, selling and distribution will do jaldi. Selling and distribution also, please come down and check it out whether how much is selling and distribution overheads. Selling and distribution में क्या क्या आएगा? Just check it out and tell me. Okay, depreciation on delivery vehicle. Depreciation on delivery vehicle. How much is depreciation on delivery vehicle? 86,000. The depreciation on delivery vehicle is 86,000. Go through it. Fast. Delivery. Depreciation on delivery vehicle. Everything is done. Okay. Next. Next. Okay, anything else, boss? Please check karo. Salary, where is salary paid? Okay, salary paid to functional manager for what? Sales and marketing. Salary paid to functional manager. Salary paid to functional manager. Sales and marketing. How much is that? 10 lakhs 12,000. Clear bacho? Next. Don't you think primary packing cost for redistribution of finished goods will also come here? Secondary packing likho. Secondary packing. How much is secondary packing cost? 1 lakh 12,000. Redistribution of finished goods. Packing for redistribution of finished goods is nothing but secondary packing. Clear? Chalo. So this is also done. Now check it out. Are there any items left out, bacho? Next. Okay. This is left or right? What is that? Performance bonus paid to sales staff. How much is that? 1 lakh 80,000. Performance bonus paid to sales staff 1 lakh 80,000. Okay, that's it, right? Okay, tell me the total cost. Selling and distribution kadam. Okay, what selling and distribution total ఎంత వచ్చింది? How much is that? Yeah, 13 lakh 90,000. Let me check once. 90,000. चेक करो भाई एक बार. Okay, no problem. Last में बोलो cost of sales कितना हुआ? Total cost 11 lakhs, 11 crores. Everybody got the same answer? Correct. 11 crores 35 lakhs 3,300 is the right answer. That's it. Sales is not required here. Sales same adagaledu. He is not given any sales. That's it. Okay. And so please help me out to note it down here for those one. It's done. Okay. These are the items. Clear? Okay. Only thing I request you everyone, whenever you look any item, just think whether it comes under factory or administration or selling and distribution. If it is anything relating to sales or distribution part, go under selling and distribution. If you feel that it is relating to office, stationery, printing, everything comes under where? Administration. If you feel any item factory related like stores, spares, okay, every item, see, while we using these terms, you will keep on habituating. आपका नया subject है, so don't worry. Whenever I say stores क्या है, you might not never heard about what is stores. You might have heard about raw material. कभी कभी stores, spares, components, jigs, job worker, ये नए terms हैं आपको. You will understand each and every term. Don't worry. Okay, just trust me. Keep going. Clear? Please come with revising tomorrow. Tomorrow I should not see any blank faces. If I say cost sheet, you should start from the beginning till the end without stop. Clear? I hope you all understood the cost sheet with the logic. Clear? Chalo. Signing off for today. Jai Hind.